well, I think what we'll do here is just an early midday market recap. It's 10 a.m. and I'm going to call it a day here. I'm not going to keep pushing my luck. I'm not seeing as much momentum today as I was sort of hoping to see. Despite that, it's going to be the 18th consecutive green day, finishing up $2,445.07, showing that again, it's just about finding one or two, decent setups, and that can be enough to scalp your way up to the daily goal. So let me put my trading window up here. All right, so there's my IRA account. So the two stocks I traded today, KBSF and Staff, both of these were straight off of our watch list this morning, which is always nice to be able to trade right off the watch list. I'm going to move this over here. Let's see. There we go. All right. So this morning, if I run this scan here, I'll do a historical scan for, let's see. What's this doing? Hello. It's acting weird. All right. Well, that didn't work. Oh, it worked really slowly. Okay. So we'll do 9:24 a.m. That's fine. All right, so this morning, the bell's about to ring. We're, 9:15. We've got 15 minutes to the bell, and we're putting together the watch list. Staff was our leading gapper. It was gapping up 61% with a 3.5 million share float. This stock is a former runner. It's got a history of making big moves, and so I had a long bias on it. The pre-market high was $3.40, and I said that I was going to be a buyer basically on a retest of pre-market highs, getting in as soon as the bell rang. So the bell rings, it dips down for 1 second, and then as it starts to surge up, I press the buy button once, twice, and a third time as we were coming up into the pre-market high. So I got filled on this one at, let's see, 30. Let me just pull this window up here a little bit. So I got filled at 34. No, that was my, let's see, I got filled at 330, and 330 was 6,000 shares, and I added another 3,000 shares at 334. So I had 9,000 shares of this stock, and I sold it at 342 as we broke the pre-market high for $996 of profit. Wasn't the biggest winner, but it was a scalp out of the gates, and we pretty much got, basically the minimum that I expected, which was that we would break the pre-market high. We did break the pre-market high by about 5 cents, but we didn't break over the $0.50, and that was kind of disappointing. I was really hoping it would break the $0.50, 350, and squeeze a little higher, but it couldn't do it. And you can see, although it's a former runner, it does have a few days where you see the red candles. So I suppose that was probably weighing on it a little bit, and it's just sort of been fading off that level. In hindsight, well, maybe there was a little more range to the short side, but in any case, I can't short in the IRA. So, and I don't think I had shares at Lightspeed for Staff. Let me just check. Yeah, it says L for locate, so no shares available. So that was Staff, about $1,000, and then the other one that was on our watch list was KBSF. You can see here pre-market gap of 18%, low float stock. Pulled up the chart. It had a headline this morning, same as Staff, and so I was watching this for a break of the pre-market highs as well, which is 480. Now on this one, the bell rang and it actually opened a little low. It opened at 450. But then it started to squeeze up, and as it started to squeeze up, I saw the green on the tape, which is right here. This is the time in sales. I saw the green on the time in sales, and I was like, okay, this looks like it's... Sorry. That came on quick. So I saw the green on the time in sales, and it was, moving quickly, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump in this. So this is the green right here. So it's squeezing up, and I went ahead and punched the buy button twice. I punched it once at 361, and a second time at 461, and a second time at 470, and then I sold the whole thing at 490. Notice I sold the whole thing on Staff, and then the whole thing here. So today I'm wearing a wrist brace. My wrist has been just sort of bothering me a little bit. It's been bothering me for a couple of years. It's like a, I don't know, carpal tunnel type of thing. So sometimes it feels 100% great, and then other times it starts to bother me. So I've been wearing this wrist brace, and for some reason it kind of changed the way that hand sits on the keyboard, and so I accidentally pressed the wrong hotkey on both of these trades here. I pressed the hotkey to sell the whole thing instead of sell half, and I did it again right here to sell the whole thing instead of selling half. So in both of these instances, I guess it wasn't that big of a deal, but if this had ended up squeezing over 5 and going to 520, 550, I would have been really bummed out that I'd sold the whole thing at 490. So I'll probably not wear the wrist brace tomorrow. But anyways, and then SES, this one ended up getting halted, squeezed up to $1.50, got halted. It resumed higher. I tried to scalp it from $1.53. I pressed the buy button twice, but I'd put my order all the way up at $2, thinking that by putting the order at 2, I would definitely get filled, whether it opened at $1.50 or $1.70 or maybe $1.80. Well, it ended up opening at only $1.50, and so I got an error that my risk check failed because I was trying to buy at $2, which is more than 20% above the current price. So order didn't go through. I tried to buy 6,000 shares at 53 and it ended up hitting a high of 70. So I could have made maybe $600 on that trade, but that's the way it goes. So missed that opportunity. And then FFHL came up on the scans right here. I watched it squeeze up, hit a high of 305, and let's see, I punched the short button on it at I guess 96 right here. I pressed short and I was like, yep, I'm going to take a short on this. I think it's going to reverse. It's got no news. Look at the daily. It's got a history of popping up and fading. So I tried to short it at 3, and then, well, hello, I'm in my IRA account. I can't short stocks in my IRA. So here's the IRA window. So wasn't able to take a trade. So it got rejected, obviously, because you can't short in an IRA account. And that would have been a great trade because it dropped from 3 all the way back down to 247. So right idea, just, messed up on the execution, forgetting which account I was in. So that's the way it goes sometimes. But you know what? It's a green day, almost $2,500, 18th consecutive green day. So far, I have had nothing but green days in 2019, nothing but green days in January, and I'm definitely happy with that. So we'll try to do it again tomorrow. The momentum today, a little on the lighter side. We didn't see as much of the big moves that I was maybe hoping for. I see a couple of you guys mentioning BOXL. Yeah, okay, so this popped here from 175 to 208. That's a decent size move, but then dropping back down. So, what it is for me, it's all about having a good entry point and then taking profit into the momentum squeeze. So on both of these stocks, I was getting in just below the pre-market high, expecting a break of pre-market highs. And we got it in both cases. Not the biggest breaks, but we got them. And I took my profit into the squeeze, and it's an easy gap and go setup. It's a scalp setup, so taking a quick scalp in and out. A scalp trade is a short trade. My average trades are 10 minutes long. So, and both of these were on the shorter side of that range, for sure. But made my money here in the first 5 minutes of the day, basically, and that'll do. So I'll be back at it first thing tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning, 9:15 for pre-market analysis. All right, I'll see you guys in the morning.
If you're still watching, you must have really enjoyed that video. So why not subscribe and get email alerts anytime I upload new content? Remember, when you subscribe, you become a member of the Warrior Trading family.